Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Steebee Weebee Show. Professional skateboarder Willy Santos is in the house.
How you doing there?
Woo. All right, I like that. That was the Beatles?
Okay, yeah.
That was great. Well, hey, grab your mic. That was John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Okay. All right.
But we love the Beatles.
I'm nervous that, dude, it's like a sensei's in here, dude. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. So I'm from Poway, and first of all, man, I just got to get thank you for coming, brother. Yeah. I mean, I'm so nervous that you're even here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, because I went to Poway High School in the 90s.
Yes.
And I regret because I got into wrestling, but I still had a skateboard on the side.
Yeah.
There was about 5 skaters at my school, and you were like this urban legend.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, have you heard of Willy Santos? Oh, he was over here, or he ollied this gap, or by the Miller's Outpost, he did this ditch, or right? So, yeah, man.
It's not Miller's Outpost anymore, though.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
What is it, Shelly? It's
Shelly.
The Michaels.
Oh, Michael's Arts and Crafts.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But
not Michael's anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But did you go to Mira Mesa High?
Yes, Mira Mesa High, class of 93. We're really dating us here right now.
Yeah, so. well, we could edit whatever if we need to edit. Yeah, but hey, man, I'm 93 too.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Poway
Titans.
I was gonna say Vaqueros, but that was the soccer team.
Oh yeah,
right?
The Vaqueros.
Yeah, because I was Mira Mesa Rattlers. Yeah, I was Mira Mesa Rattlers.
Wow,
I used to play soccer a lot.
He's bringing it back to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Rancho Bernardo Plaza?
Webb Park. Is that where you're talking? Yes.
Webb Park. I remember I was there just chilling.
Yeah.
Because the library was right there.
Yes.
And I was wearing like a striped Hang 10 shirt, and some guy ran up to me, like excited, and because he thought it was you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm not him.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, damn.
Oh, he's much more handsome, right?
He was like, damn, I thought you were Willy, man. I'm like, no, dude. But you had like your, man, like, because like your skateboarding kind of like, it just kind of traveled like in San Diego and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've been skateboarding for a long time. We're the same age, 42 years old.
Yeah. So how did you get into it, man?
There was a lot of kids around my neighborhood growing up in Mira Mesa, and there's an elementary school that I went to, Erickson, if you remember that school.
Yes, I do. I think I do. Yeah.
Off Weston Hill, and there was these high schoolers that were doing board slides, rail slides on a double-sided curb. And when I saw that, I was just completely amazed.
That blew your mind?
I just got moved back from the Philippines. My dad was in the Navy.
Wow.
And I was wearing flip-flops. And
and you're like,
I just want to skate and do what those guys were doing. And I just got hooked.
Mm-hmm.
But, when that was going on, I was also like riding a BMX bike and then coming back from the Philippines, break dancing.
Oh, you were breaking?
Yeah, I was
Dude,
a breaker.
your brother was in the...
Yeah, JR.
Yeah. He mentioned that.
Rascal,
yeah. Just in passing. I remembered that, though.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. But back then, in the 80s and 90s, correct me if I'm wrong, there were bicycle stores? Like, I remember
there was like Bicycles Unlimited.
But they had a little skateboarding section. Where they may have a couple
there was
boards?
Toys Etc. in the Mira Mesa Mall.
Oh, right,
and that's where I got my first real skateboard.
And do you remember the setup?
Oh, of course I do. I was gonna get a Neil Blunder GNS deck.
Yeah.
But then, of course, there was a Christian Hosoi deck, and him being Asian.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
He was just in Hawaii, dude.
Oh, he was out there with you.
Yeah, he was out there with his dad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't meet him because I had the stomach flu.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't want to puke in front of him.
No,
right?
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But. I look at you in that same light, like Hosoi. You're like that in the street.
Okay.
I look at you like you're like Christian. To me, you are. I'm like, dude, that's Willy Santos.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
dude. Because let's be real. Like, we'll get into your trick trick innovations or whatnot a little bit later, but I want to still stick to go back to that setup. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it was. I picked up the Christian Asoy Hammerhead.
Oh yeah,
and it was white and pink, and I ended up getting clear grip tape. I wanted to put I got clear grip tape. Wow, what a poser, huh? But it was awesome. And I wanted to put more stickers, but somehow I got talked into just getting one Gullwing Zone, Aggro Zone, whatever sticker.
That. Yeah.
And that was the only sticker that was on the top, even though it was all clear grip tape.
I remember that, yeah.
And it had Gullwing trucks.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And, are they still around?
I think Sector 9 bought them.
Okay. I just remember them back in the day, yeah.
And then Bones Super Pro 3s I forget. They're Bones something wheels, I forget.
God,
maybe that was a truck.
Ago, yeah.
Yeah. I was excited to get that board, and it was the best.
And then what? I didn't know.
When I got the board,
go ahead.
you had to pay them to assemble it.
We're at the shop.
Yeah. So it cost like an extra $6 or $10 when my mom had to buy it. Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember being amazed, like seeing all the stickers, like, oh wow, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
It's like a candy store.
Well, like kids don't know we're dating ourselves.
Yes.
But back then the shapes were a lot different, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, can you describe the shapes, the 90s shape?
Well, like the Hammerhead, it was just basically like a shark.
Yeah, it was like big though. It was like
exactly,
a big ass.
And then the Neil Blunder was kind of like square tail and then kind of fat towards the end. Yeah, it had more life to it, I would say.
Right.
Base versus the boards these days. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think about? I didn't mean to jump all over the place, but I've always wanted. I can't believe you're here, and I'm just excited you're here because I like talking, like a little history, because you have so much to do with, like, especially the Asian people who skate.
Yes,
like they have to know who you are. Like in my mind, they have to know you, Day One Song.
Oh, Day One.
Like Christian, they need to know that. Like you got, dude, because you're still ripping, right? You're still.
I still skate all the time.
That's
yes, I do.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And is the people?
Wait, don't forget Primo Desiderio.
Oh, and then the
Primo
donger.
Slides.
And then the donger.
Yes, donger, of course.
The donger.
Yep.
Kian Liu.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's like you guys.
Donger, yep.
Yeah, because you guys were like
the Mad
superheroes to
Ollie
us. Yeah, we're like, whoa, they were there. Or like you.
Well, Donger was like the superhero. He could ollie over anything.
I mean, people don't even know. Yeah. I mean, a lot of kids don't know who he is.
Yeah, I mean I mean here we are at almost 2018. You got to do some homework to know about your history.
Dude, I was tripping last night. I was because I was trying to get. I was so nervous you were coming.
Yeah.
But I was looking at some of your old iconic. You filmed Ravers, that part in '93. Right?
Yeah, I think like right after high school, like basically after I graduated. Birdhouse, we went on tour for like the summer. Mm-hmm. And
explain to the viewers what Ravers is. Was it a Birdhouse video?
Yeah, it was a Birdhouse video. Mm-hmm. And I guess at that year or that time, raving was really popular. So
I remember those days.
Tony Hawk decided to call it Ravers. Yeah.
And then I love the videos back then because there was just like...
It was all VHS. Kids probably don't know what VHS is.
VHS is it's like basically a big tape, because like a bigger version of a cassette tape. Yep. You'd put it in a VCR.
Yes.
And then that's how you'd watch all your stuff.
Yeah, this is long before YouTube.
Long before
YouTube. Yeah.
But I was even looking at you did some Switch stuff in there. You're doing like late flip stuff.
Yeah, before Ravers there was Feasters, which was the first Birdhouse video.
Feasters, there you go.
And that's when my legs were like really fast.
Right.
Yeah. So I was young. I was only like 15 years old when I was doing it.
But that stuff's coming back right now, isn't it?
I mean, you could say it's coming back, but the kids have been doing it. I mean, with the social networks, like stuff comes up and then they think it's old or whatever, or like, oh, I was the first to do it. But if you do your homework, perhaps you're like, oh wait, someone actually did this in the 90s.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, they don't know. They're just learning it.
I know Peter Smolik was ahead of his time.
Oh, dude, he's incredible. Yeah.
Because I look at his some of his stuff now. I'm like, whoa, that was like back in the 90s.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot of his No Slight Shove It stuff and like a lot of those variations. I'm like, well, You know, because they're doing that now.
Yes.
But he was doing it back then. Like, and I'm like realizing.
And a lot of them weren't even born yet.
Yeah, he was doing, and he was actually going into it in different ways.
Yes,
like, he would go
Peter's
like blindside.
Yeah.
You know, but you were a big part of pressure flips, weren't you? Like
pressure flips, late shove-its.
Describe what a pressure flip is like for people who don't know. Here, let's get the board. Let's just do. So, okay, I'm goofy.
Wait, this looks kind of like a workshop logo.
Oh no, I did it. Yeah, I just did. It's for Manchi, but yeah. I got inspiration from your stuff.
The pressure flip is like your. I don't know. Maybe you could edit.
It's okay. Yeah, Bryce, how does it look in there? Because dude, we got the man in here.
I'm goofy foot. So you put your toe right here.
Yes.
And it's not really. You're not flicking right here with like a kickflip, but it's right here, and you're.
So the pressure is flip. It's an underflip.
No, well, it hits right here. Your back on the tail, and then you kind of ollie, but then you're pushing it right there, and then it hops.
But you're doing 360 ones, aren't you?
360 ones, some with like late flips and whatnot.
Wow.
So,
is his name Vincent?
Oh, Vincent Milou.
Does Vincent do them?
No, I think I gave. Yeah.
Because I've seen this kid's special.
Yeah, we're talking about Vincent.
Yeah, we're talking about
here.
Vincent.
So
can we get you in here real quick? Just a little shout out to you, because like.
Oh, Vince, come over here.
Vince, come over here.
So yeah, Vince, he's young right here.
Get him in here.
He's only he just turned 21.
Yeah, Vince, get in here.
And
okay, just right here. So this is Vincent.
This is Vincent Milou from France.
From France.
He writes for Willy's Workshop, and
I've seen your shit, man. Very impressive.
He's been staying with me for like a month, and he was at the Temp Am contest, and he got 7th place.
Congratulations.
It's incredible. Yes, bravo.
Dude, that's awesome.
So normally, I mean, 100% he'll beat me in the game Escape, but if I do like a pressure flip or a late flip, I could give him a letter.
I can't do that. You can't do that? What about you could probably get him on an Impossible.
Actually, we did Impossible today. Yeah, he got a letter on Impossible.
Oh, really?
Today. I did Impossible on him today.
What about all the Nolly stuff? He got stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, he got it. Yeah. He does some gnarly stuff.
How did you guys meet?
Oh, you know what?
Because I've been watching your videos on his thing.
Yeah, so
I'm like, who is this kid?
Last year, I was invited to judge a contest in Colorado.
Okay.
And then I was watching him skate, and my buddy from France also was a judge too. And I was like, "What's up with this kid here?
He's only 20.
He doesn't have a board sponsor, and
he's only 20 years old.
Yeah, he's only 20 years old.
Jesus.
And I was like, I need to snatch this guy. This guy's incredible.
Yeah. Did you know who he was?
He probably didn't really know.
Come on. No, to be honest, it's okay, man. We can edit this. We can edit it.
He did a demo like in my hometown when I was a kid.
Are you from Marseille?
No, from Biarritz. It's the other side of France.
Okay, other side.
You know what? When he's not skating, he's a surf rat. A real surf rat.
He surfs?
Oh,
yes.
You surf?
I do, yeah.
Oh, I already know he's good. Yeah, he's just athletic like that. Wow. Yeah. I don't doubt you.
He probably watches more surf videos than skate videos.
Really?
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, it's bad, I know.
So skateboarding is number 2 for him?
Skateboarding is number 1.
No, still
so he could be a professional surfer if he wanted.
No, I cannot.
Amazing. Yeah. You're a talented guy, man. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Dude, his future's bright, huh?
No, you know, he's...
Jeez.
You know how skateboarding's in the Olympics?
Yeah. Dude, thanks for stopping by.
He's on the French team.
Yeah.
He's representing France.
He is?
For the Olympics, yeah.
You're going to be in the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, there's a qualification, but like France is like, okay, if anybody's going to compete in the Olympics, he's on the roster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, how long has Vincent been skateboarding? Be honest. When did you start?
Oh, he's young.
I started when I was 8, so it's like 12,
8, but like
13 years, 13?
13 years ago?
Yeah. I was 8. No, I started when I was 8.
Yeah.
So it's been 12. Wait.
What year was that about?
I don't know. I don't do maths now.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No,
this kid's amazing.
It's 13 years,
Yeah. He goes big and he does all the tech shit too. Yeah.
Transition, he skates it all.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is like what we have nowadays, like these
all-terrain vehicles.
Future athletic, just their natural ability skateboarding.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so hard for me just to learn a kickflip, dude. I swear to God, it took me years.
Yeah.
And now, I got it. You know, I'm like, I don't understand that. That's what I don't understand.
Well, these days the kids can see it right away.
No, not me.
So then, they see other people doing it.
Oh.
So they see other people doing it, so they're like, oh, this is possible. But like when you and I were skating...
I'm going to tell you something. That was an urban myth. Chuck Daly did a kickflip. You're like, what?
Yeah.
No, and then it was like the best guy kickflip.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, yeah. But so what I'm getting is that like with the social networks, kids can see that it's possible.
Yeah.
Like right there that day, like if someone did the gnarliest trick today in the world.
Yeah. And they're like, boom, instant.
Okay, yeah, it's possible. But for us, it was like, it wasn't like that.
No.
It was like you had to imagine it.
No, just in my defense, I had a board, but I was only doing power slides and shit. I was kind of like posing it,
No, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah, I was having fun. I was like doing power slides, and then I think the first trick I learned was a shove it.
There you go.
And I still do. I'm just do shove its and stuff. I still love shove its.
Like him probably thinking like, oh, a shove it, like
that's
nothing.
Not
a trick.
That's not a trick.
Because like you're talking about a shove it, and like when I first learned to shove it, it was just mind blowing. Like I couldn't believe I did a shove it.
Me too.
Yeah, no, it was
So
honestly,
they don't even consider it a trick.
No, because like a kickflip's just like doing a push. Like it's just
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So it's nothing now.
Yeah.
A shove it's nothing.
Shove it's nothing.
That doesn't even. That's like they just do it to rearrange the board.
If you pop it right, it's still a trick.
Yeah, you had to pop it.
Pop shove it? Is that a trick?
Yeah.
A pop shove it?
Like a real pop?
No, like a
like
nice
a real pop shove it.
Catch,
Like a real pop shove
Yeah,
it.
that's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. That's the one thing I have.
There you go.
I could do that one thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, man. Your future's looking bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, your future's looking real bright, Vince. I'm glad you brought him here.
Hey, we killed like a couple birds of stones driving up here to LA.
Yeah. Go ahead. What'd you guys go through?
We went to a gift thing like for the needy over
good for you, man.
Filipino town.
Okay, yeah.
And then we skated. There's a skate park out
just
there.
make sure. Yeah.
There was a skate park out there, so we skated there. And then
well, you said he did something tonight, right?
he did something way gnarly. I can't say, but it was at the Hollywood 16 handrail.
Just right now?
Just today. He did something incredible. Yeah.
Down like on the rail?
On the rail, yeah. I'm not gonna say what he did, but you're gonna have to wait. They'll get published on Transworld, right, Blair? Yeah.
And you guys just rolled up?
We lined it up with a photographer to show up. There was like a couple angles on the camera, and it just went down like within less than 7 tries.
This kid's special, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really looking forward to see what you did, man.
He's special, but I can still beat him at Tetris Attack.
There you go, dude.
and pool.
Hey, Willie. Hey, I'm always on your side. I'm always on the OG. I'm always on the OG side. These kids don't know. I mean, what do you think? Okay, since we're on this topic, because this kid, you met him. He's got a very talented skateboarder.
Yes.
But you grew up during a different era.
Yes. Yeah.
So can we talk about that as far as like?
Sure.
As far as like what?
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I'm getting. Oh, you have a drink here that you still have that. As far as like when you started and like the progression to where it's at now.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's crazy, right? Yeah. I mean, what's the main thing that you've like noticed with today's generation, these young kids?
The new thing that I mean, it's like I said, like with the social networks.
Yeah,
and then you just see these like. I'll troll and see some stuff, and I'm like, oh, this was amazing, but whoa, I never heard of this guy. So now, like with the social networks, like Instagram or whatever, like it's almost like a platform where like someone from the Midwest or just somewhere anywhere and around the world,
Iceland,
yes, they can post. They could post something, and then at like Transworld, Thrasher, or whatever. Or do the certain hashtags, and then people will see it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! We're gonna repost it."
Right.
Versus like when I started skating.
Yeah, let's go back to that too.
VHS tapes.
And
like when I did my sponsor me video, and I was gonna send it to a skateboard company called H Street.
I remember 8th Street.
Yeah. And then at that time, I think Hocus Pocus came out.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, Matt Hensley, of course,
Hensley.
And Danny Way.
Yep.
And I was like, whoa, these guys are gnarly. I don't think I could get on this company. So I sent it. I only made one tape.
Go ahead, let him know.
I only made one tape, and I sent it to a company called GNS.
That's what's
up. Yeah, GNS.
I remember that.
Gordon Smith.
Yeah, GNS.
And
dude, they were big back then, though.
Yes, it was a skateboarding surf company. They made snowboards too.
I remember them.
Yeah, so it was in the heart of San Diego, off Miramar Road. And I only made one tape. My buddy John Sapienza filmed it on the big camcorders.
The big one.
And we just went out for like maybe, honestly, like 3 weeks.
And you got it.
And we made the tape and like rewound it because we couldn't edit it.
Yeah, you'd have to.
So I just had to do the tricks like first try or whatever. And actually, we filmed at Web Park too a bit. And the Pomerado Banks,
I
of course.
I knew it because you killed that place.
Yeah, well, Web Park, maybe you could see it in the videos, me ripping if you could edit that in there.
Well, but Web Park was literally, it was in Rancho Bernardo. It was right next to the Rancho Bernardo Public Library.
Yeah.
And there was a place that we locals call Fake Lake. There was Fake Lake, but then before Fake Lake was this little park that all the skaters went to called Web Park.
Yeah, and now it's just a grass field.
And you used to board slide that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the first time me skating there, I was just like, this place is incredible.
It's like a skate park.
Yeah,
right?
It was a plaza. It was a plaza.
It was a plaza.
Yeah.
How would you like the size of it? I would say is maybe a little bit smaller than Jay Quan.
Yeah,
it was
really
pretty
small, but like the sidewalk, you know.
There was like a 2-stair. Wasn't there like a bench there, like a little?
Yeah, well, we would move the cement benches over, and then and
grind it and slide that.
Yeah, it was so fun. So back to the sponsor me. So I only sent it to GNS, and then the person that watched it was Henry Hester. He used to be a gnarly downhill dude.
Yeah.
And then at that time, Chris Carter. Sarge nickname, the guy who started Alien Workshop.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But he was part of GNS.
So I didn't know that.
Team, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So they watched my video and then they're like, hey, can you come out and skate with us? So I went to skate with them. They're like, oh, where can we meet? And then I think it might have been raining that day or whatever, but we went to that parking garage. Remember near Kmart?
Is that in Poway?
No, Scripps Ranch. Remember where Kmart used to be?
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah,
okay, well, it's up Mira Mesa.
Is it Mira Mesa?
Yeah, like.
Give me some other places near there.
Well, Kmart. You don't remember Kmart?
In Mira Mesa?
Big Bear is there too.
Big Bear Sport. I don't know. I can't, it's not coming at mind right now.
Okay, well, it's the exit. Okay, so if you exit Mira Mesa.
Yeah.
Instead of going towards Mira Mesa, into Mira Mesa, you go left, and then the Kmart was on top.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
So it was okay. There was an ice rink. There was an ice skating rink there. Like, right,
that's a little bit.
But if you go deep in there, if you take that right.
Oh, unless they change it then, but.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't.
So there was a parking garage over there, and then I brought them to skate there, and then. I don't know. It felt like it was almost like a tryout. They were checking me out to go skate or whatever.
Dude.
And then I think I must have been only 13 or 12. Mm-hmm. And then shortly after that, I got my first ad, and my first photo was at the Mira Mesa High, and Jason Davis, if you remember that name, he was from Mira Mesa.
No, I don't. Yeah.
He might have got sponsored
to
before.
be honest with you, I kind of got into it later.
Okay,
I had a board, but it's not until when I went to Arizona, that's when I just started skating. Yeah. So I don't really know a lot of that stuff because I was so busy cutting weight for wrestling and all.
Yes, wrestling here. My older brother wrestled too.
Yeah.
So my first ad was actually at Mira Mesa High School.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
But so we're going back to the sponsor me tape. Luckily, GNS picked me up because otherwise, I only had one tape that just went. So because there was I didn't have copies.
You only had one, man.
It was only one,
and you sent it to GNS.
Sent it to GNS, and I got sponsored.
What do you think about that, Bryce?
Man, you got lucky there. Shoot.
I did.
One in the chamber. Boom. Direct hit.
Yeah. Must have been talent. Yeah.
Dude, they saw the talent. Come on, dude. They probably saw this kid's sick.
It was amazing. GNS.
Dude, that's sick.
Sean Miller was on the team. Neil Blunder. The first video I was in was footage. If you remember that.
I don't know if I do.
Okay. So maybe
that was like in 92. That was like 92.
No, that was maybe Josh 89 footage. 90. Yes, 89, 90. Yeah. That's my buddy Josh over there.
And he was there. He's been there since the
No,
beginning.
I mean, actually, Josh has been skating longer than me.
This guy's been skating longer.
Yeah, we're the same age here.
So he's like
he knows skateboarding.
OG,
OG, yeah.
All this stuff.
He's from Virginia.
Yeah. I didn't mean to switch topics so quick, but when I was wrestling, there's this guy that used to he was a pro skater, but he used to wrestle. His name was Dan Rogers.
Yes, Dan.
Do you remember a guy named Dan Rogers?
Of course I know Dan Rogers.
Because he...
Are you kidding me?
he got friends with Rich Salo, our 112-pounder, and then they used to skate with Tom DeLonge, the guy from Blink 182. Because Tom went to my high school.
Yes.
And so they all used to skate out by the bank in Poway High.
Oh, yeah,
and then Dan was he pro? He said he was a pro.
He eventually, I think he turned pro for Blockhead. And then eventually he was on Birdhouse as well.
Were you on Blockhead too?
No, just GNS, Birdhouse.
So you went to GNS. Okay, let's get into how you got on to Birdhouse after GNS. But I'm sorry for bringing that up. I'm just referencing because it's the time period.
Yeah.
Okay, but go on with your... So shout out to Dan.
Yes,
if you're
Dan.
Out there, shout out
There's
to Dan
a funny
Rogers.
story with Dan Rogers. He right around, it was like when I first just got on GNS. I was like 12 or 13, and he's like... It was on a weekend we were skating Mira Mesa High. He just happened to go there as well. Like
Dan?
I think he just moved from Iowa.
There you go.
Yes,
He took second in the Iowa State wrestling something.
Oh yeah, he was big time wrestler. Yeah.
That's why because he started going to practice. He started coming to our practices.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh!
And my coach is like, he's a skateboarder. Yeah, and he was a lot older than us.
Yeah.
So
I just met Dan at Mira Mesa High, and then it was on the weekend. It might have been on a Friday or Saturday, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go skate the Tijuana skate park. If you remember that."
I don't.
Oh gosh. Okay. So there used to be a cement skate park in Tijuana, and I was only 12 or 13, and I just they're like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up at your house, and Dan was already like maybe 17.
Oh wow!
Because he already moved from Iowa, so he already graduated from high school.
He was older. I remember him being older.
So this is crazy though. So at that time, I'm only 12 or 13, and I tell my mom, "Oh, these guys are gonna pick me up, and we're gonna go skate Tijuana." And I'm 12 or 13 years old, and I don't think I even brought my passport. And we just went across the border and had a great time. And actually, I remember when we were going back to the U.S., some kids started throwing bottles at us or at me.
What year was this?
This was like 1989 or 90.
Damn, dude.
But I mean, just imagine.
Were you even born, Bryce?
I mean, I couldn't imagine
when were you born?
I was 86.
He was born.
Okay, yeah.
He was born 86. He was
so
born.
like my son, he's only 9 years old. He just turned 9, and like 4 years. Like he would be 13. Like, imagine taking your son just leaving.
I know that's
like, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, because like now you get a reference point because you have a son.
Yeah, he's 9 years
old. Just a little bit older than him right now.
Yeah,
going down there,
going to Tijuana. Like Shelly,
like, that's crazy.
Right, that's insane.
So
yeah, Dan brought me over there. We had a great time.
Yeah,
that's my Dan Rogers story. I love you, Dan.
That's great. I had to shout him out because I have so many memories with him.
He's half white Filipino.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was like Hawaiian or something.
Oh man, that's funny that you say he's Hawaiian.
Because he had like cool. He always had the cool.
Yeah, he had the hair.
He would just ollie the biggest stuff.
Yeah.
He would just do He wasn't that crazy tech. He would just go big.
Oh yeah, huge. Yeah. Dan's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Where were we? I forgot.
We were on GNS, but I want to get into GNS to Birdhouse.
Okay, so then GNS like let's see. I remember going through like the amateur contest series, and I didn't actually make it into the street contest.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't qualify.
I thought. Oh.
Yeah, you had to qualify through this. These contest circuits. It was like the Castle or like National Skateboarding Association, whatever. So, but what I qualified was mini ramp. So the
people
finals,
don't even know this dude could skate a ramp.
Yeah. So when I made it to the finals in the mini ramp contest, and I think I got 8th or something. Colin McKay was there. There was a lot of incredible rippers there. And but there was the street contest, and I was like, I was like looking at him like I should be in this because like I skate street, but I made it into the mini ramp contest. Like I didn't qualify. Here's what I'm getting at. Like, so at the contest, I skate a little bit of the street course, but I was supposed to only skate the mini ramp. But my goal was like, okay, next year, I'm gonna make it a goal to make it to the finals in the street. And there was like 3 qualifiers or whatever, and eventually I did make it to the finals. And the finals was in Atlanta, Georgia. Like Eric Costin, Chris Sand, Freddie Gall, Jordan Richter, if you remember those names.
I do. Yep.
Yeah.
I do.
They were all in that contest.
Jeez.
And my goal was to make it, and I actually got first place. So that it was an amazing goal. And then actually that was 1990 or 91.
Wow.
And then the next year I turned pro for GNS.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy how it just like kind of fast forwarded pretty quick. Like from being sponsored like 13, and then
How'd you get so good at mini ramp though? You said mini ramp, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw some of the ravers footage. You're doing crazy like shove-its and stuff, and
no, there was more mini ramp probably in Feasters.
Oh, in
like
Feasters, okay. But there was some. There
was some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like skating Tony's ramp in Fallbrook. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
Fallbrook.
So I got first place, turned pro for GNS, but then I guess if I could rewind a little bit back, I know I've told this story before. So like I was skating Jerebeck, School W in Scripps Ranch.
Okay.
The one with the balance beam.
Okay.
So Tony Hawk happened to go there and skate, and I saw him. I was like, oh my gosh, that's Tony Hawk. And I remember seeing him at some demos at the Scripps Surf and Skate.
This is before Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the video game?
Yeah, this is long before that. This is like 86 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. 87 or something. And,
but he was on the Bones Brigade.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I saw Tony skating at Jerebeck, and he actually shot a photo for his a tracker ad.
Sick.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then after he was done skating, I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna skate because I was stoked to see Tony Hawk. And I guess he was really watching me skate.
He was watching.
Yeah, he was watching. He had some eyes on me.
He was scouting you.
No, I don't know if he was scouting me, but he just he was watching me. Wow. It was a regular place that I skated.
What do you think about Tony Hawk was watching him skateboard, dude?
So he was watching me, and then like after he was done skating, he he came talk to me. He's like, "Oh, if you want to ride for Powell Peralta, he gave me a card or something." And then I was just like I was on GNS already.
Was your adrenaline pumping through your like?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like, it was Tony Hawk.
It's Tony Hawk, dude.
Yeah. So I never ended up calling him back then.
You didn't?
I did. I know, huh?
Why? Why didn't you hit him up?
Yeah, I was happy. I was just happy. Like GNS.
You're cool with GNS.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they treated you good.
So, but then you fast forward like a contest series, amateur series, and then I turned pro, and then one after school, like in 10th or 11th grade, my coming back home, my dad said, "Oh, Tony Hawk called."
Your house?
Yeah, he called my house. I don't even know how he got my number.
Tony Hawk called his house, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then
crazy.
So he called me, and then I called him back, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be leaving Powell Peralta and starting some company."
New.
Something new, yeah.
No name?
No name. He didn't have a name yet.
This was before Birdhouse. Was even a name.
It wasn't even a name, yeah.
Wow.
So, and then Jeremy Klein was going to be involved
I'm a big
too.
Fan
they might have both called me at the same, or had me.
Big fan. Big fan of both you guys. Yeah.
And then, so I'm like, okay, even rewind back to even further than that, not much further. Like Alien Workshop, like those guys, like Rob Dyrdek, Dwayne Petrie, Sarge, who we mentioned earlier.
They hit you up too?
They just left GNS.
Oh shit.
And they were starting this new company called Alien Workshop.
Damn, dude.
And I was actually supposed to be one of the original members.
You were?
Yeah, I was supposed to be one of the original members for Alien Workshop.
That's nuts. I did not know that.
But
that's nuts.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to picture, I'm putting you in their team at that time period. Like,
yeah.
Wow, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, so I was supposed to be one of the original members for Alien Workshop, but I was like, whoa, this is crazy. They're going to start a company in Ohio, because that's where they were going to be based off. And then I was like, oh, I don't know. They sent me some boards, but it didn't have Alien Workshop logo or
Did
graphics
it have the alien on it?
No, it didn't have an alien. It was like nothing yet.
Right,
This is
right.
like, it was just starting. It was just starting.
Dang.
So I was like, I think I'll just stay with GNS. And then so eventually, I don't know, it could have been that year. Like skateboarding was like going down.
Wait, what year was this? In the 90s?
Yeah, 90s, early like 19.
This is like the big pants and the small wheels.
It was starting to. Yeah. 1991 or 2 or whatever.
How small did the wheels get? Like,
I don't know, 39 maybe. Jeez. I don't know. Yeah, pretty small.
Like this small.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we were able to do those pressure flips.
Yeah, okay, because you had like marbles as well.
Yeah, marbles, really, bearing covers.
Yeah. Keep going. I love all this. You're saying.
So I was supposed to be the original member with Alien Workshop.
Yeah.
But I stayed with GNS.
You're loyal, dude.
And then eventually Tony called me.
Yeah.
And then I called him coming back home. So my dad told me. And then that's when Tony's like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about starting I'm gonna start a skateboard company. I just want to see if you'd like to be involved. Wow. Like Steve Barrow is also involved too, like as being the amateur.
I own the end. It's somewhere around here. Yeah, okay. I got it somewhere. Yeah. It's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also while that was happening, Tony asked me to be on this new company, which we didn't know what it was gonna be. Mike Chernowski, Rodney Mullen, Mike Chernowski. Mike. I already said it. Mike Chernowski, Steve Rocco. They all were trying to court me to go onto one of their world industry companies.
Oh.
So at that time, me being 15, 14, I was kind of like the hot guy. Like I was being featured in the magazines or whatever, contests, placings. So I was like, whoa! I was trying to weigh it. Those guys were offering me so much money and World Industries and then Tony. It wasn't so much money, but it was and both were they were gonna give me cars too.
They were gonna get you a car, throw in a car.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. So I ended up going with Birdhouse with less money and a Honda Accord. Yeah.
Dude, this guy is a loyal guy.
So I just thought it was better to go with Tony Hawk.
Dude, in my opinion, I think you made the right decision.
I've been on Birdhouse for 22 years or something like that.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, long time.
What do you think about all this? This is crazy. I have to get it out of the way. I've had a lot of comedians and actors and musicians, but I was the most nervous because of you. Because I still push around and you know what I mean. And my little cousin had a little skate shop going, at the FTC thing in Sacktown. And some of the fans of this show they're older dudes that skate.
Yeah.
And so
cool.
They're gonna be when this comes out they're gonna trip. They're gonna be like, what? Yeah. So how long's Birdhouse been? That's how long?
I think actually this year is 25 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I left Birdhouse 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And maybe 10 years ago or whatever, I started Willy's Workshop with my wife Shelly.
That's a good
who's
transition.
Right here.
Let's talk about Willy's Workshop.
So
now.
Willy's Workshop was a skate shop.
Yeah, and I got the sticker.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm repping it, dude. I've always repped it. Yeah. Willy's right there, and then I got it on my fridge.
Since we're talking about repping here, I got you some goodies here.
Oh, dude.
In a fresh and easy bag.
Oh, dude. You didn't have to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man.
You probably recognize how the logo looks.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
you recognize
that's
how
sick.
It looks like?
Oh, it's sick.
It's like GNS. Yeah. But it's Willy's Workshop.
Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
so I got,
Oh, I'm going to rock this. Dude, thank you.
And then, I got you a skateboard. Maybe it's a
God,
smaller board right here. But
dude, I skate that size.
Oh, okay, perfect, right here. Yes,
dude, thank you.
So you can do the
much.
pressure flips. There you go.
Oh my God, this is sick.
So yeah, with leaving Birdhouse, Tony, we met and he gave me
so much.
Yeah. So with me leaving Birdhouse, Tony was like, "Hey Willy, feel free to use your old graphics."
Yeah.
So that's an old graphics from 95 or 6 or whatever. Yeah.
Me and Mike, we'd go into
Mike
the mirror.
Galena.
Yeah, Mike actually told me about the store back in the day.
Yeah.
And we'd go in there a lot. You'd host a Street Fighter.
Yeah, we had some Street Fighter competitions.
Yeah. And then I'd go there. I'd talk to your brother. I'd buy some shoes.
Yes.
I'd buy some stuff in there.
Yeah.
And, surprisingly, that mall has a lot of. I have a lot of history in that particular mall because my dad and Eddie's dad had a clothing store inside that mall.
Oh, did really?
Where that CVS
Yeah, you're talking about Mira Mesa Mall.
Yeah, Mira Mesa Mall. So they had a
but
fashion
the original location for Willy's Workshop was it's in the Rancho Penasquitos.
Near this near
the
park.
skate park that you know today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But where the Mira Mesa Mall was, that's actually where the second location of Willy's Workshop was.
Yep.
Toys Etc. was just on the corner. Wow. That's where I got my first skateboard.
That's insane, dude.
And actually, one of my first there used to be a skate shop before Willy's Workshop in the Mira Mesa Mall.
I didn't know
called
that.
Tropics. Because this is like 88 or 87 or something.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're old here. Yeah.
We can edit all the when we say 1990.
It's okay.
Beep.
Yeah.
Dude, but you know what?
Yeah.
Stokes me out is because I like follow you guys, even Vincent on Instagram.
Yes.
And you're still, dude.
I still skate all the time.
You still skate, like you still got it, dude.
Well, I try.
Come on, dude.
If I could roll away on any kind of trick, I'm stoked. You know.
No, but you're still flipping your board and doing all these stuff, right?
I try.
But dude, you're having fun.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Now, didn't you release I own a copy somewhere. You released a Willy's Workshop video.
Yeah, there was a film disc. That's when it was a skate shop too.
That was a dope video.
Yeah, I think that was in 2008 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that time, because you talked about BN or whatever.
Yeah.
We Birdhouse produced The Beginning, so there was another Birdhouse video.
There you go.
So within that same year, we had a Willy's Workshop video too.
Dude, that was a solid video. I'd watch it all the time.
Okay, yeah,
like Jimmy Cow.
Oh yeah, Jamie
Palmer. I'd watch Spencer's part over and over.
Spencer,
He's talented too. Though.
Oh yes,
Because he's like that natural thing going on. Yeah. So are all those? Do you still keep in touch with all those writers?
I see Jamie Palmore and Jimmy Cow more often than like Spencer. Actually, Spencer lives up here in LA.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
downtown somewhere.
Somewhere,
maybe?
yeah.
But did you discover those guys? They just walked into your shop.
Yeah, well, you know what? With Jamie Palmore, I remember meeting him when he was probably like 10 years old.
Really?
And I was and I used to skate this school called Mason, and his older brother Corey Palmore, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah. I would skate with them at this school. Do you remember Mason? It was right near.
No,
it was right near Mira Mesa High School.
Okay,
There's an elementary school. So I remember.
I kicked it mostly in Rancho Bernardo, Palmerado. Yeah. I was cutting weight, man. You know how Poway wrestling is.
Okay.
I had no life. Life. I was cutting from like 115, 170 pounds to 100 pouns. So I was like.
So yeah, like
running
with Jamie. And then opening up the shop, Willy's Workshop.
Yeah.
And then I eventually like skated with him more. And I was like, oh, this kid's amazing.
Yeah.
And then eventually I got him flow on Birdhouse.
Oh, that's sick.
And then eventually he had an opportunity to write for Skate Mafia, so which he writes for now.
Is that still around?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, cool. That's San Diego, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And they just came out with a video like 2 weeks ago, and Jamie and Jimmy are ripping in there. The whole team's
they were always
solid.
Really,
yeah.
That's awesome.
So
man.
it's great to see, like you bring up those names, and see them grow up and then make their own career out of it. You know?
Right.
And then like,
but they got their foot in the door because they went through the workshop, right? Like
yes, yeah.
Initially,
yes,
right?
yes.
Okay,
exactly,
that's all I wanted to imply.
Yeah.
Like you help some people out.
Yeah,
you know? That's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's cool that you give back and everything. And I just remember your store had such a great selection of stuff, like the shoes. And I was like,
yes, yeah.
And then a lot of your graphics kind of go back to the Philippines, right? Like you had like
there was some stuff.
You had a Pacquiao board.
Yeah, that was a Birdhouse deck.
Yeah.
I'm Filipino, so I love my heritage, and so I like to show it out there on the boards and stuff. So.
And then didn't you release your own? Like this is not too far back. You released another part on YouTube, right, or like on the internet?
This
was maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, I just turned 42 in October,
and
so I filmed a part or whatever.
I loved it.
It was a YouTube part.
I loved it. And you're playing an instrument like the trump, like at the very end.
That one was in 2015.
Okay,
that was in 2015, and it was a Ride Channel part.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh,
dude, that's sick.
Yeah. So yeah.
Dude,
but just recently, like in October, I put a part out there skating the Valley Center skate spot.
Okay.
And like with the help of Josh right here and my
Josh.
lovely wife over there.
Okay.
Because of like we were dropping off our kids at school, so right out like some of that footage was like 8 a.m.
Is he skate?
Yeah, my kids do skate. Yeah.
They are?
Yeah, they love skating. Yeah.
They love it.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's great.
So they're homeschooled, so we have a bit more time to skate. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
So they get to skate more.
He loves it, huh?
Yeah.
Does he watch some of your parts and go, "Oh, Dad, like that was sick"?
I don't know. Yeah.
He'll do it later.
Yeah.
He will though. He will.
Yeah. But he loves it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So
Yeah.
what? How we doing on time, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
It's 40.
Yeah.
So as far as like with the future, like so can people still get some of the workshop
Yeah, so
stuff?
Willy's Workshop
Yeah.
is distributed by Select Distribution, which does Hasoi skateboards, Vision. So all the skate shop out there that you can purchase it through Select Distribution.
And that's how
Yeah.
then they could get
That's
their
how they
stuff?
could get Willy's Workshop. Yeah.
Okay, and then
you could get it online as well.
and what
Or
about
go-
shirts? Like if someone wanted a Willy's
Oh,
Workshop.
if you want to get the shirts, you could get it direct willysworkshop.com.
So Willy's
Like this shirt right here, it's going to be online.
WillysWorkshop.com.
Yeah.
Definitely, support and if you want to
you.
get this
Yeah.
awesome stuff. Yeah, that's why I want people on here, is just so they could, just sell their stuff, or if they have a show coming up, they could say their show or whatever.
So I can feed my kids.
Yeah, exactly. So are you gonna? It'd be cool if you could reissue some of your older models.
Yes,
what I mean?
we just
what about something like
yeah,
that?
we just re-released my first birdhouse deck. Through Willy's Workshop, so it's a Willy's Workshop deck, and like I said, me leaving
like the
birdhouse.
old art.
Yeah,
too?
it's original
So how could they get that?
and the original shape.
So the original shape as well as the original art.
Yeah, so you remember like you were talking about shaped decks.
Yeah.
So
the
this
90s
board,
shape.
Yeah, so this board is shaped.
So it's more of an oval, like oval.
Yeah, it's so hi.
Yeah, that's
so
curvy.
it's a size 9.5.
Dang.
And I set one up like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I still ride it, but then it's like, whoa, it's pretty awkward like doing tricks on this, but that's when my feet were fast and I could do all those late shove-its and pressure flips, so it was no big deal.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh man, this is weird. I wish it was a size 9, so I might have to go to Select and tell them, can you shave a couple that are size 9 for me?
Let's because like I just so I could geek out, like name some like the most favorite tricks that you've done throughout like history, or you still like doing and stuff.
Oh, I mean, late shove. I don't do late shove. It's that often, but
you
but
could do it.
Well, today I played Vince a game of skate.
You got him on that.
I wasn't gonna do tricks like that on him.
Frontside shove it, late flip.
I did. Okay, so yeah, Shelly's my wife's watching us play a game of skate. And she's all Willy, do a late trick.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll do one. And luckily, I made it first try, and he got a letter. So yeah, it was a frontside shove it late flip.
Wait a minute.
And Vince didn't even know where to start. Really,
Vince, did you get it?
No, he didn't.
Was basically like nothing good.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, that's that old 90s shit. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see.
That's so cool though.
Like on the social networks, kids doing these late shoves. Like the other day, okay, there was that video part that you're talking about that I came out in 2015.
Yeah.
Another dude that I know, he saw the video and he's like, oh, and I saw him do it in his social networks. He did a half cab late shove it. So half cab and then with the backside late shove it. And I was like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then he's all, oh, you know what? I did it because of you, because he saw that video part. But in that video part, I did a late backside big spin shove it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you know what? I actually did the one that you just did in this other video part. And he's like, oh, I never seen that video part. And then he watched. He's like, oh my gosh,
you did it back
You did
then.
it in 1991 or 2. Wow. Yeah.
So
and,
that just raised his. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Come on, dude.
This is kind of flattering right here. Javier Sarmiento.
He's one of my favorites.
Javier Sarmiento.
Yeah, that dude's one of my favorites. That dude
Spaniard.
I know. He's one of my favorites.
So in his video part, his new video part, he does a nose slide, and it pops out with a late flip. I don't know if you remember that. He did it, but so I think Thrasher or Skate Mafia posted that clip.
Yeah, that dude's sick.
And I commented like, "Oh, that was awesome." And then he direct messaged me. He's all, "Willy, that's your trick," because he remembers that I did it in one of my old video parts.
Oh, that's
so it's kind of funny. Like he,
you know
he
what?
remembers
That reminds me of like
yeah.
you know how like b-boys.
Yeah.
They might not know. They might not know where the move came from.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like, no, that came from b-boy from. You got to give him homage. You got to give him respect because you didn't come up with that b-boy. You know, that's what it reminds me of. Like, that's cool. He gave you respect like that.
Yeah,
like, yeah. It's kind of like that. I don't know much about b-boy
because it wasn't like when he did the trick.
I thought it'd be a good analogy.
Yeah, no, it's spot on. So like when he did that trick, I didn't like comment to be like, "Hey, I did that trick first."
No,
I was like, "That was awesome," but he commented back like, "No, Willy, that was
wow."
Yeah, so
that's
it was
cool, man. Is there other example? I love that kind of story.
I don't know. I feel like I'm jocking myself.
Oh no, come on, man. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Because I've been a fan of yours for a long time. Like you have some trick tip stuffs where you kind of do a tutorial.
That was.
Is it a front side shove it? Then you. It's like a front shove. Then you flip it.
Oh, that was just like the late flips. But you're talking about tutorial. So when I filmed Birdhouse at the beginning, Transworld came to me and they're like, "Hey, can we do a trick tips video?"
Yeah, and you're in it.
Yes, I'm in it. So I taught like 20-something tricks.
Yeah.
And it was like basic tricks or whatever. And it came out in VHS.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then eventually it came out in DVD.
But
so that was in 1998. So it's funny, like when I go on tours like around the world or whatever, since 1998 or whatever, kids will come up to me and like, "Hey," well, kids, but then sometimes like they're way older, like they're in their 30s now or so. And they're like, "Well, thank you so much. I learned a lot from that video because it was a basic instructional video." Do
you remember just off top like what kind of things you were teaching?
It was like backside nose grind, Smith grind, front side tail slide, like stuff like that. So it was showing like how to, and then showing it like how to do it like bigger or better or whatever the heck. So
that's awesome, man.
So it was a trick tips. I was so nervous doing that, like doing the like how to instruct, like how to do the trick, like speaking, like I had to go in a studio or whatever.
Oh, right.
And I remember when I went in the studio, the guy that was doing the sound, he was like an amazing pianist or whatever. Like he knew like how to run the studio. Like,
wow, yeah.
I was like, because he had the piano there, I was like, "Whoa, can you play some stuff?" And then he's like, "Oh, what do you want me to play?" And then he's like, he didn't know how to play, but like from sound, he could just play it.
That's amazing.
But so I went in the sound studio, like Ty Evans filmed it, John Holland.
Yeah, they're still around doing.
John just came, or not John. Ty just came out with that new video, Flat Earth, I think it was.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet,
it's incredible, like to see the stuff that he's done, and
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like even like back then though, like from what everyone knew about your skateboarding too is like your consistency too, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Consistent then, now, not now.
No, but come on, man.
I mean, contests. Like, I was young. I'm 42 years old now. Yeah.
But even today, I still
love to skate. Yeah.
Every 1 to 3 tries and you got it, right?
Not these days, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I used to skate contests a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, here, I guess I'll say I was a world champion at once in 1998.
Dude, world champion.
Yeah, the contest was in Munster, Germany.
Amazing, dude. I did not know that.
Yeah.
World champ. The contest in Germany.
Yeah, it was the World Cup skateboarding. Yeah, it was the finals. And
that's crazy.
Actually, my wife was there, and she was so nervous, and it was like so loud. Like she didn't even see me skate, but she heard the crowd going wild. She remembers, or I don't know if you remember or you saw, but like Chad Muska was at the contest, and like after my run, he tackled me because he was so stoked.
Oh yeah. He's got some San Diego roots too, right?
Yes, he does. He
lived there for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 1995 was the first X Games, and I competed in that. Chris Sen got first place. Tony Hawk got second, even though it was a street contest. But he did a 540 on the quarter pipe over there.
Second in street?
Tony Hawk did, and then I got third place. Yeah.
Damn,
so it was the first X Games contest in Rhode Island.
Tony Hawk, dude.
And I think it was so we were guinea pigs. Like I was just happy to be there. Yeah. And this is before like $100,000 checks for a contest or whatever.
Dude, it's nuts, dude. Now.
So this X Games, I got third place. I think I got $300 or $400. So I'm sure the cameraman came out with $1,000 or so for just a day. Right. So the cameraman got paid more.
That is not right.
But that's what it was.
Yeah.
So their X Games or what ESPN were probably laughing like, oh, we'll just throw whatever to these.
What do you think about all these corporate sponsors affiliate attached to skateboarding nowadays? Like Monster Energy drink and all this stuff.
It was inevitable. It was gonna happen.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, like Nike.
Nike.
They tried before in the early or late 90s.
Yeah.
Like they had a team and everything, and then they failed at it or they tried, and then now like they're successful. Like
it's crazy.
They're dominating.
They run everything.
Probably, right? I mean,
wow.
So it's amenable.
Yeah, I'm not hating it, but it's I like the that's why I love Willy's Workshop and like Circa, like the ones that were the skateboarding companies and stuff. Like even what's the one that Fallen and companies like that. It's
what Jamie's doing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to compete with like Adidas and Nike.
Yeah, I mean they've always wanted to be in that market, but which they have the big dollars to grab the best guys.
How can you say no?
And if their marketing is like someone that was affiliated with skateboarding once upon a time, and then now they're part of this company, of course they're going to make it more legit.
Wow.
That's how it is.
So that's the way it is nowadays. And what are your thoughts on that? It's just the way it is, right?
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
I mean, like for example, I used to be sponsored by Vans too.
Yeah, dude.
And then like Vans, like you're like, oh yeah, this is a grassroots company, but it is, but it's also a big corporation. Vans. I mean, Vans is huge. It's amazing.
Yeah. Wow, dude. So man, I'm just stoked that as long as you're still skateboarding, so that's awesome, man. Are you planning to put out more footage in the future?
Yeah,
or like fun part?
Yeah, I mean, my birthday was just this past October.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Yeah,
happy
thank you. Yeah, 42. Yeah. So I came out with a video part that was, YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
And I have footage that's I already sent it over to Bones Bearings. And they're supposed to edit the video, and it's going to come out sometime soon. So
that's
there's some
sick.
Street footage there that'll be
Okay, man. Well, dude, let's before we end it, I want to shout out like anyone you want to shout out as far as companies or sponsors. And then where could these people get your stuff? WillysWorkshop.com.
Yeah, WillysWorkshop.com. Follow me, Willy Santos, or WillysWorkshop.com on Instagram. And
so they can get the shirts, they can get the boards.
Yeah, you can get all that stuff, or you can buy direct from Select Distribution.
Cool. That's
being 42 years old, I'm just totally grateful for all my sponsors from the past to now or whatnot, and it's just awesome to be I love skateboarding and like seeing my kids grow up. They've been all around it, and then we got a team for Willy's Workshop. Like Milou,
Vincent,
Brian Hastings. Even got some guy, Mark Fernandez in the Philippines, and then Jay.
He's from the Philippines.
Yeah, he lives in the Philippines. Yeah,
he's from the Philippines.
Yeah.
He's skating.
Yeah, he's skating. Yeah,
that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
How'd you discover him?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, again, with the social networks, I saw this guy in the Philippines, like, whoa, this guy's incredible. And then I contacted him, like, on Instagram, and then it just went from there. Wow. Yeah, and he's an amazing skateboarder out there.
It's amazing how, like, just a click, like, through an app, you could just connect. I mean, this kid's from France.
Yes, yeah.
So you like being out here, man?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is he going to move? Do you think he's going to move out here eventually?
He pretty much lives with us right now.
So he's like a family member.
Yeah.
He lives in the guest room?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah. So he'll be back in March. So yeah,
he's got to come back. Dude.
He's gonna come back.
Now, do you think for like any aspiring like skateboarders like who are taking it serious, like do people? What do you? Any suggestions for them?
I think
because you've already been through it. So
I think skating with guys that are
better,
just as good, or of course better.
Yeah.
It certainly helps. And you don't have to really worry so much about being. I mean.
Go ahead.
In my case, like it just fell into place. Me getting sponsored, turning professional. It wasn't like I wanted to make a career of it, but
Dude,
25 years later,
this is amazing.
Here I am,
yeah.
So that's what happened.
Are you guys in Mira Mesa still, or in?
That's where I grew up, but actually now we live like in North County area. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to a mall, North County Fair.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And then there's a mall, UTC. Do you remember UTC?
UTC.
And then Yellow Brick Road, the arcade.
Yellow Brick Road. Come on.
So we'll edit all that out.
Those kids,
We're old. Yeah. We're old. Dude, thanks again for coming.
Thank you.
So let's shout out your Instagram again, and let's get Vincent's Instagram. Why don't you come back
Vincent
in here?
Milou.
Get Vincent, because I want people to know who.
Let's bring the
this is an up and coming
Felicia,
guy.
Willy, come over here.
Yeah, bring your kids.
Yeah.
And Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so have a seat. Have a seat. So Vincent, what's your Instagram?
Oh man, Vincent Milou. Vincent Milou in French.
Can you spell that out for the people who don't know French? Okay.
All right, just Vincent like Vincent, and Milou is Milou.
Yeah.
Milou. That's your Instagram.
Yeah.
No underscore.
No, nothing.
No.
Okay,
He keeps it simple.
What do you think about your dad?
It's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Good too.
Okay.
She's probably sleepy though.
So you like skateboarding also?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And then you guys are ready to go back down to San Diego, aren't you?
Yeah, you ready to go back?
No.
No?
Yes.
You want to hang out here?
She's having fun.
Yeah.
She likes it up here. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
And with that being said, it's time for Little Ray's World, man. Welcome to Little Ray's World Show. All I gotta say is kids' minds must grow. I got abducted by some aliens dropped in snow. Whoa. Stuck into a world I do not know. So join me in adventures now. And I promise not to have a cow. My name is Little Ray. Hey, hey. My name is Little Ray. Hey, hey, hey. So welcome to my world. To all the boys and girls. Welcome to Little Ray's World. Hee-haw! Well, what do we got here, Beep? Looks like a goddamn Padawan. Are you a Padawan, man? Your name is Sean. You used to be a Jedi Master in charge of the Jedi Academy, and some Sith Lords attacked. So instead of defending your other Jedis and all the Padawans, you were a coward, weren't you? So you got so depressed after the Sith Lords attacked, you went on top of the temple and you committed suicide, didn't you? Yeah. And so your name is Sean, and they turned you back to a goddamn Padawan, huh? Yeah. Well, me and Beep wrote a song about you. It goes like this, man. Sean the Padawan, man. Sean the Padawan has got the saddest song to warn. A master of the Jedi Temple was attacked at dawn by a fleet of the Sith Lords aboard a ship along the lawn. Was a peasant and a pawn of the darkest forces spawned. Sean the Padawan had cried so deeply before dawn, stole all of their lightsabers, not a single one was found. The Sith captive Join us next week for another episode of Little Ray's World, man.